I have gotten a lot of messages throughout my YouTube channel lately of guys who are concerned because they're not retractable yet. So I want to do another video to reiterate for all of you guys out there who are not circumcised and who are not able to retract that it is not a problem. The only reason to be concerned is that if it's causing you pain or discomfort. If you're having pain or discomfort, then, some stretching exercises might be in order. Maybe some creams to help make it more slippery or more easily to slide back and forth. Some things like that. If your foreskin happens to get stuck behind the rim of your glands or head, then what I would suggest is, first of all, you need to get the erection to come down, and then you can easily replace the foreskin. Now, probably the easiest way to do this is two things I would recommend. One, think of something else. Or two, use some ice water. Dip your penis in the ice water to help reduce the erection. Because it is the swelling of the erection that is making the foreskin to be tighter. So if that goes down, then you'll be able to replace the foreskin. And that should fix it just about all of the time. So, second of all, people are concerned about not being able to retract it to clean underneath it. You got to get that idea out of your heads. This is something that has been pushed for 100 years, that people think underneath the foreskin is dirty. Therefore, they push circumcision. Therefore, when guys have what normally happens underneath the foreskin, whether it be a little bit of smegma, which is totally normal and not harmful, despite what anybody tells you, anyone who tells you otherwise is lying or ignorant. It is not a problem. It's dead skin cells, oils from your skin. It's not cancerous, and it's not going to hurt you. It will work its way out on its own if you're not retractable. If you are an adult and you're retractable, you can rinse it off with water only, never ever soap. If anyone tells you to use soap, then you know right away they have no clue what they're talking about. They do not know anything about the anatomy and physiology of the intact penis, nor do they know how soap will harm inside the foreskin. It will disrupt the natural pH balance. It will bother you. Some guys are more or less sensitive, but at some point it will cause problems. And so that is why you only want to use water. Never ever soap inside the foreskin. So people that push that idea, they're creating this problem that then they can blame on the foreskin, and then they can say, well, circumcision is the only way that's going to fix that. Circumcision is never ever the answer. There is always another way. So first of all, people that are worried about, if you're 16, 17, 18, even an adult, if it's not causing you a problem, it's fine. If it doesn't hurt, it's fine. You do not have to be retractable. I'm going to say that again. It is not necessary that you are retractable. You can still have sex, and you can still have a completely healthy penis. Now, to be retractable is the norm, and the vast majority of guys are. Those that are not, can you pretty much always become so through stretching exercises and some creams and things like that. But it's not necessary to be retractable to be able to have sex. You don't, need to panic because, I can't retract it, so I can't clean under it. That's okay. Have you ever flipped up your eyelids and cleaned underneath your eyelids? No, you haven't, or at least you shouldn't have. You don't need to do that. So people need to stop worrying about it. Because circumcision is so prevalent, people have put these worries into your minds about, must retract. But you know what it is? It's because when the foreskin is retracted, it looks not the same as a circumcised penis, but the head is visible. And for some reason, people have gotten so used to the idea of circumcision that they think this being able to see the head is like the end-all and be-all. And it's not. The foreskin is where it's at. And anybody who's not circumcised knows that. The best feeling and everything is in the foreskin. The foreskin is the best part of the penis. So it's not crucial that you can see the head. And so anyone that tells you otherwise is just, they don't know what they're talking about. It is not absolutely necessary. You can have all of the normal functions. You can have sex. You can pee. You can do all of these normal things without being retractable. And I'm also going to throw that out there that it's not necessary to retract to pee. Some people erroneously will try to say that, but no. You can pee through the foreskin overhang. That is perfectly fine. People that say otherwise, once again, they have this wrong, stupid, idiotic idea that's been pushed for 100 years that somehow it's dirty to be uncircumcised. And that is not true. So you need to stop with anybody that tries to tell you it's dirty to not be able to do this or to not do that. You need to ignore completely what they are saying, because that is absolutely 100% wrong. If you are 15, 16, 17, 18, and you're still not retractable yet, that's fine. Most likely it'll happen in the next few years. And if you're one of the rare cases where it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. If it's not causing you pain, then it's going to be fine. The foreskin is still movable, and that's all that's needed. It doesn't have to retract all the way and expose the head. That is not absolutely necessary for it to function. And that is what people need to get through their heads. But like I've said time and time again, this idea of circumcision being better, that's what so many people wrongly believe. And so somehow they think, well, being retractable is like the next best thing. No, it's not. Why are we comparing ourselves to guys that are circumcised? We have the penis the way it's supposed to be. Circumcised, they've lost an important part of their penis. And that's why we need to end this practice forever. And we need to be proud of what we have and to know that ours is functioning the way it's supposed to. So we need to stop listening to everybody that tries to say that an intact penis causes nothing but problems. Oh, the foreskin does this or the foreskin does that. Don't listen to that. The foreskin is awesome, and your penis is 1,000,000 to 1. That it's going to have no issues. And the only issues, there's a very wise saying, the only issue is the fact that someone else thinks you have an issue. And that's what it is when it comes to the foreskin. Most of the time it's people telling you, oh, it's a problem if it won't do this or if it doesn't do that. In reality, it's not. They're the ones that have the problem, not you. Have a great day.